See It Happen.
Get Sagicor School Companion Health Plan for as little as $2,540 per month. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
CVM News at 7 p.m. Holness represents Jamaica at the UN Summit of the Future, and Foreign Affairs Minister encourages Diasporans return, and senior citizens embrace tech with new skills. We also have our Sunday premiere of Inspire Jamaica. While in sport, very united rebound from opening day defeat in JPL. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7, the weekend edition. It's Sunday, September 22, 2024. I'm Ramon Gordon. World leaders, including Prime Minister Andrew Holness, today adopted a comprehensive pact during the plenary session of the United Nations Summit of the Future. The agreement includes a global digital compact and a declaration on future generations. The pact addresses a wide range of issues, including peace and security, sustainable development, climate change, the transformation of global governance, and more. Joel Crosskill reports.
During his plenary statement for Day 2 of the Summit of the Future, Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness described the pact and the occasion as embodying renewed hope for advancing a common vision on leveraging multilateralism to create a dynamic framework within which future generations will thrive.
Jamaica is proud to have contributed to this historic process, particularly as co-facilitator for the Declaration on Future Generations. Mr. President, the pact aptly reaffirms the importance of achieving the SDGs. The SDG Summit in 2023 exposed the lack of progress towards SDG implementation, including the reality that small island developing states are particularly off track to meet them, with many still recovering from the pandemic.
The Prime Minister continued by pointing to the glaring SDG financing gap to small island developing states, amounting to trillions of dollars each year, as another impediment to the stated goals.
We must redouble our efforts to address global poverty, income inequality, and food insecurity. We have an obligation to limit global temperature increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, and we must deliver a future that fosters peaceful societies.
That's in addition to achieving debt sustainability, resilience to climate shocks, infrastructural development, high-quality health and education systems. However, it was on the issues of financing and peace that Prime Minister Holness chose to project Jamaica's voice on the world stage.
More particularly, we agree with the Secretary General that the international financial system is in need of radical reform. Furthermore, the UN Security Council needs to be more representative, inclusive, and effective in changing global security landscape. As a small island developing state, the pact presents a pathway for turbocharging SDC implementations, addressing the impact of and tackling the key drivers of climate change and setting the framework for making global governance more equitable and inclusive. The world is counting on us.
Joel Crosskill, CVM News.
And Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson Smith, who spoke at the town hall in New York yesterday, highlighted the strong relationship between Jamaica and the diaspora in the United States, the largest population of Jamaicans outside the island. The minister outlined key performance highlights across several ministries, affirming that Jamaica has created fiscal space for greater investments. She thanked the diaspora for its contribution to primary health care through the Adopt a Clinic program, where 40 47% of the support came from Jamaicans overseas. Minister Johnson indicates that the overall expansion of local health care could provide credible employment opportunities for Jamaicans currently living abroad.
Things are happening in Jamaica and in the health sector. You have to check what you read online. But I also want to make it clear that these accomplishments, and especially debt to GDP reduction, this has never been for us to be able to boast about numbers or to boast about quote-unquote orthodox economic accomplishments. It has been about being able to invest more in delivering for the people of Jamaica. So what has happened with the creation of the fiscal space by reducing our debt to GDP ratio is that we've been able to do more. But there's been such significant underinvestment and no investment in many areas in Jamaica for so very long that some of this takes time. That we're going to need people. We're going to need specialist nurses. We're going to need more doctors. And while we're expanding, we want you to also think about what's happening in Jamaica so you can think about coming home as well.
Minister Johnson Smith, recognizing the link between highly skilled workforce and attracting overseas engagement, also highlighted several strides made by the Human Employment and Resource Training Agency, HEART.
We've removed all of the fees for HEART, tuition and administration, all the way up to associate level, associate degree level. And we've instituted new courses with robotics and on AI, and of course basic computer literacy and financial literacy, so that these skills that are not learned at home or at school, that they can now come on stream. And that we're not only teaching cosmetology and welding, although those make a lot of money, we are making sure that new technology that creates these new opportunities that's available to our young people. Because the truth is, some of them that are on the roadside that, you know, they call it choppers, whatever, listen, those are some really good brains. They just need to be channeled to write. I always say, you know, if you could take that creative skill, that energy, and put it to something good, imagine what amazing things they would accomplish. And that's being done.
A group of seniors is proving it's never too late to embrace the digital world. Through the Get Connected program by the HEART NSTA, these seniors have learned to navigate the internet, use social media, and more. Our reporter Raheem White has the details.
Seniors once unfamiliar with the digital landscape are now confident browsing the web, posting on social media, and staying connected through software applications. Thanks to the Get Connected program offered by the HEART College of Innovation and Technology, in collaboration with the Ministry of Labour and Social Security's National Council for Senior Citizens, the program has helped these seniors get up to speed with today's technology.
It is Senior Citizens Month, but it's really a month for the younger generation to understand that it's not about us helping seniors. There is so much to extract from senior citizens because of all of the mistakes they have made, all of the achievements that they have under their belt, and all that they want to genuinely give you. They're at a stage of their life where they don't need nothing from you really, but love, affection, and care. And if you talk about our society and where you can get perhaps the most genuine support, comes from your senior citizens.
Minister of Labour and Social Security Pernell Charles Jr. highlighted that these new skills not only enhance their lives, but also protect them from cyber criminals who often prey on the vulnerable.
And the reality is, while you improve your functionality and improve how you can navigate this world, you're improving how you can protect yourself in this world. The third thing is you're improving how you can pass down knowledge in this world. Because you will have grandchildren who will come to your house when parents like me want to go somewhere and we don't ask you. We just bring them and then we say, hold on a second, I'll be back in 2 hours.
Out of the 40 seniors who enrolled, only 3 didn't complete the program, an impressive performance from the graduating class. The graduates were presented with tablets in recognition of their achievement, marking a successful completion of the program.
You're going to have to move beyond just one course to move to almost have a comprehensive set of curriculum to assist our seniors, because again, you're going to find more and more seniors wanting to get involved and have to get involved as we see the trends that are taking place in this world.
With the digital world now at their fingertips, these tech-savvy seniors are proving that learning is a lifelong journey, and they are not willing to be left behind as technology continues to evolve. Raheem White, CVM News.
Still on STEM education, a major collaborative effort is giving students at the Greater Portmore High School a digital boost. The Angels Foundation, in partnership with the VM Foundation, has donated a state-of-the-art IT suite equipped with AutoCAD software for the school. This contribution is expected to significantly enhance the learning experience there. Our reporter Raheem White has more.
Excitement filled the air at the Greater Portmore High School as the institution proudly received a new fully equipped IT suite. The generous donation, made possible through the combined efforts of the Angels Foundation and the VM Foundation, includes edge-cutting computers, high-speed internet, and educational software designed to improve students' access to technology and enhance digital learning. Principal at the Greater Portmore High School, Richard Ross, shared his gratitude, acknowledging the critical role the donation will play in advancing students' access.
As an education institution, we embrace the year-long thematic approach, which is Operation Success. Growing into greatness, it takes all of us. And it emphasizes, ladies and gentlemen, the importance of partnership in ensuring that we educate the nation's children.
The IT room is designed to give students hands-on experience with AutoCAD, a leading software used globally in technical drawing and design. The computers are set up with the latest version of the software, allowing students to practice real-world skills that can lead to exciting career opportunities. Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southern Fitz-Jackson was present at the ceremony. He highlighted the importance of investing in the youths and their education.
The facilities created in large part by your efforts does not represent a mere assistance to Greater Portmore High. You are contributing to developing the human resource of Jamaicans who pass through these walls. That support and that development, it has a ripple effect throughout and beyond Greater Portmore High School.
Representatives from both Angels Foundation and VM Foundation highlighted their shared commitments to empowering youths through education, stressing the importance of equipping students with the tools necessary for success in today's digital world.
The last 9 years, I've been building IT suites in rural part of Jamaica. I remember VM Foundation, Miss Sophie said to me, Angel, where are you taking us now? Because, you know, when these people approached me, I didn't realize during COVID time that Mount Pleasant in Port Antonio was on top of the hill. I didn't realize that Bentonton Primary School was going in and out. How far can I go in and out of the hill? So, you know, I've really enjoyed that, giving back to my community. I really, really enjoy that. And it is my purpose, is work. And the hospitality team and the principal from Greater Portmore School has been awesome with this first experience of the therapeutical education. And I just want to thank you, Principal Russ.
The students and teachers who will use the facility will be more empowered to develop those critical skills, and I anticipate great things coming from Greater Portmore High School. At the VM Foundation, we remain open to being an enabling channel for the facilitation of meaningful intervention projects, especially when it involves education and youth development.
Raheem White, CVM News.
More stories after this. Stay tuned.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them. This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Protect yourself from the bite of this mosquito.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Find Central Pitside, brought to you by Edgechem, AIM Financial Corporation, Texaco, and Connex.
Based on his personality, what kind of bug would you compare your husband to? Tasha.
A roach.
Tune in for our special lead story series next Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. for Education in Focus. Join George Davis and guests as they discuss all concerns affecting the sector. It's a special lead story series, September 23 to 25 at 8 p.m. See it happen here on CVM.
Welcome back. You're watching CVM News at 7. A heartwarming story of hope and generosity has emerged from the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. Tracy Thomas, who lost her house during the storm, has been gifted a brand new place to call home. That's thanks to the efforts by the Little But Talawa Project. Our reporter has more on this encouraging update.
Tracy Ann Thomas lost everything when Hurricane Beryl ravaged her home. But her story took a positive turn thanks to the Little But Talawa Homes project, which, with the support of the Custos Rotolorum of Clarendon Edith Chin, who gifted Tracy and Thomas a new home. The Custos has been instrumental in supporting initiatives like Little But Talawa Homes, contributing to the provision of sustainable housing for those most in need. The generosity and dedication to community upliftment are central to the project's mission.
Today we gather to celebrate the handover of our very first Little But Talawa home. This occasion is one that truly highlights the strength of collaboration. This has been a collaborative effort. It celebrates the power of community and the beauty of hope. So we're here to present this home to Tracy Ann and her two children, Brianna and Jermaine, giving them a safe and secure space to thrive. Alongside her, we welcome her family members who are here to support her.
At the handover ceremony, family members gathered to celebrate this act of kindness, expressing their gratitude for the support and the new home for their family member.
When I'm in the house before the wind come, I try to look all places to go. And I don't left out of the yard. And I into the yard until the hurricane move up. About 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, the hurricane move up. And when I look, I see everything scattered all over the place. 2 hours like this, I can't afford nothing inside I eat, no outside I eat. And I appreciate what I'm getting. Yeah, and I'm thankful.
The Little But Talawa home, while compact, is built to provide safety and security. This sturdy structure will not only withstand future storms, but also offer Tracy Ann the stability she needs to rebuild her life. As it is the first Little But Talawa home, officer in charge of the Clarendon Division Fire Department, Superintendent Horace Thomas, provided a report confirming that it is very safe and built to withstand harsh conditions.
Regarding the safety, I have toured the home, and at this point I am pleased to see that there are no major safety concerns worth noting. Lightning arresters are in place. The fixtures, necessary fixtures, are indeed in place, and so this is a real great concept, and the safety protocols as it relates to our traditional homes are all covered in this tiny home.
With the key to her new home in hand, Tracy and Thomas now has the foundation she needs to move forward.
I feel good and so on the house
Raheem White, CVM News.
It's now time for regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. The Turks and Caicos Islands Premier is pushing for more UK military to protect borders. They feel the UK is not doing nearly enough. We hear more from One Caribbean News.
I believe in some ways the UK government has let us down. At the end of the day, they are responsible for national security. And they have not delivered everything they've promised. Right? And I believe, and I continue to ask, for some physical presence of boots on the ground to act as a deterrent to help to protect our borders.
Washington Mizik in a Tuesday press conference said there must be more, and that begins with providing military might at the borders for the country where illegal guns, illegal migrants, and illegal guns are moving in often seamlessly due to the porous nature of the country's borders.
But I see no reason why, and I have been given some which I don't accept, why it wouldn't be possible for the UK to provide a small number of military persons to assist us in protecting our border.
Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley used a high-level pre-summit of the future event organised by the Sustainable Development Solutions Network to push the plight of small island developing state SIDS in accessing finance. CBC News Barbados has the details.
Countries such as mine argue that we face double jeopardy, having been the ones to provide blood, sweat and tears to fuel the Industrial Revolution. We are the ones who are on the front line of the climate crisis. We are the ones who are the victims of that awful expansion of assault weapons, and we pay the price of the Second Amendment rights of the United States of America with the flow of guns coming through our systems. We are the ones who continue to pay the highest price for capital because we are perceived as having the greatest risk, and as a result, we are therefore literally feeling as though we are conducting a Sisyphean struggle with respect to the ability to provide development to our people.
And in international news, a New Zealand pilot has been freed from captivity in Indonesia's remote Papua province. Philip Mertens landed safely in Jakarta on Saturday evening after being held captive for almost 19 months. Al Jazeera has that report.
After being held captive by Papuan rebels in Indonesia for almost 19 months, New Zealand pilot Philip Mertens is free.
His health is stable, although he has seriously lost a lot of weight, but he is well. Psychologically, we've done counseling, and he's good. No sign of PTSD.
Mertens was seized by the West Papua Liberation Army in February 2023 on a remote landing strip in Nduga province. Videos released by the rebel group show them setting Mertens' plane on fire before fleeing into the jungle. Indonesian security forces resorted to increasingly desperate measures to rescue Mertens. After 6 members of its task force were killed and 21 went missing during repeated attempts to rescue him failed.
The Indonesian military have been using some fighter aircraft and dropping or conducting airstrikes.
The New Zealand government worked closely with Indonesia, but says it faced a series of challenges.
And that's it for regional and international news.
After years of diligently searching for an option, the best chance for a little girl to move forward has been established. It, however, requires more than a connection to proceed, as the hospital in waiting, as we revealed last time, is outside Jamaica. Carlin Brown now gives you the opportunity to learn about her and her parents in tonight's Inspire Jamaica.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
Demoya Mendez's family ensures that she does not feel inadequate. And that's why outdoor excursions like this one to Port Royal, which once served as the headquarters of the Royal Navy in the Caribbean, is so much fun.
Of course, activities like what you're seeing behind me takes place at this location very regularly too.
She gets to see the Jamaica Defence Force helicopter landing this close, not just in a coloring book. And minutes after, it's like a big bird so high and close to the clouds in the sky. Demoya, who will be 4 in June 2025, is a happy child. She is mindful, though, of her inability to stand. But as you can see, she does not limit herself. But she asks questions.
She always say like why she can't walk or stuff like that. And what's wrong with her foot, she asks those questions because like she watch her sisters and brother running around and she wonder why she can't, be like running around like
I think she wants to go down right now. Because she wants to be independent. Let her go. Let her do her thing. Demoya, ready to say ABC? Ready?
A, B, C, D, E, F, C, A, B, C, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Yes. Now I know
my ABC. Next up, want to sing with me.
Daddy, your time. I know that she's a daddy's girl, so you're always in the background. But what's your wish for her right now?
I just want her foot to fix so she can have a normal life and be the next Prime Minister.
For now, though, this child needs medical support to go to Tampa, Florida, where the Shriners Hospital has taken an interest in her 2 rare conditions: tibial hemimelia, missing shin bone in one foot, and radial club hands.
To be honest, I have never put a figure together, but basically I think the 2 most expensive aspect would be rent and basically
eventualities like anything outside of it.
Exactly, yes.
Kind of hard to put a figure, don't it?
Definitely, kind of hard to put a figure because it would be in US and we don't really know the cost for rent in Florida. So we'd have to do some more research on that.
But your plea again?
We are asking for any kind of help. It will go such a far way, because, the family is going to do what they can do, basically, and then we will seek outside help, So we are begging.
And we ask of you kindly to help if you can. I'm Carlin Brown. Let's continue to inspire Jamaica.
And touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place.
Help if you can. Join us for sports after this break.
Me, I go show them my way of justice.
I'm abused.
I need legal advice. I don't deserve this.
The truth of the matter is, justice there for all of we. The Ministry of Justice has trained more than 5,600 persons in restorative justice practices. More than 200,000 victims have been supported by the victim services. Legal aid has reached thousands island-wide. Make we talk it out, not fight it out. Call 888 Justice today.
December 7 to December 14 on CVM TV.
Schoolboy Football, brought to you by HChem, AIM Financial Services, Texaco, and Connix.
You! Come and pick up your order.
Oh, okay.
For the juicy, crunchy, irresistible taste of a KFC Big Deal, some people will do anything.
Welcome to sports. I'm Ronaldo Adams, and we begin with the beautiful game. Veer United rebounded from their heavy defeat in match week 1 of the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League as they outclassed Malines United to win by 3-1. This was the first of a doubleheader played at Sabina Park earlier today.
The full-time highlights here, and this game started off a mile a minute here, right, setting it across. Jaheim Harris did well, and then the resulting effort went across the face of goal. Veer United send this one across, and Oldfield. Wonderful hit. Smacking that one to the left of Joshua Clark, who could do little about that. And that was the opening goal in this encounter. They responded almost immediately. Malines United, Javon Brown's effort. Lovely save from Adair onto the post, and then the follow-up by Jeremy Nelson. Yep, there's a shot that came in. Adair with a fabulous save, and Nelson just pouncing on that one and converting from close range. And it was 1-1 then. And they had more opportunities. Livingston was a handful, and then Adair with the save there, just digging that one out. Oldfield, Daniel with good work, and Adair with the save. How many times did we say that this afternoon? Quite a few times. Oh, that was some good movement there from Daniel. Finding Denzel McKenzie, was screaming for it, and he placed that to the left of Joshua Clark. It was a fabulous finish, and he opened his account in the Jamaica Premier League, the schoolboy from Mona High. A lot expected of him, but the graduation to the senior level, well, starting off pretty well for him. Wright, Jason Wright should have buried that one. It was a massive chance that 9 times out of 10 he would have scored. Wilson winning that one, and Wright, well, everything went wrong for him there. And Wright winning that one, setting it up for Tyreek Wilson, and Shakira Deer again in the way. A man of the match performance from the goalkeeper. And then Thomas, the final bit of play, taking his time and finishing confidently.